It's time for your dog Christmas cards. Here are 10 ideas you can try this year. Santa hats are always a fun staple for your pup. You want to make sure you sit them down, have them looking at the camera, and then place the Santa hat on their head. You're going to need to move quickly if you do not have an elastic strap under their chin because it's going to fall off very easily. Then for your card, pair this with the color red, ornaments, anything with snow, or those beautiful green pine needles inside of your cards for the perfect Santa look. Leaning into the cute gingerbread side of things, we want to make something that's going to be baking cookies with your dog. You can set this up with a chef hat and an apron. You can have the cookies after they're baked, whatever you want to do, but lean heavily into creating those cookies with your dogs together. Lean into the gingerbread vibes for your card for the perfect look. Leveraging Christmas wreaths in your cards is going to be so fun. So whether you are going to be holding up that wreath and shooting through it for your photos, putting that wreath around your neck or your dog's neck, or just using it as a border on your Christmas card, this is going to really elevate those Christmas vibes inside of the cards you're creating. Card trips are one of the easiest ways that you can create Christmas cards with your dogs. When you put them into your vehicle, there's nowhere for them to go. They are stuck inside of that vehicle because of the four walls around them. So that means you can take your Christmas card photos shooting from your front seat into the back seat, in the back seat, but with the window in the background with a beautiful scenic Christmassy overlook, or you can use this in different ways to show how you're traveling with your dog for Christmas. You can put them in sweaters or coats, or you can just really lean into that beautiful Christmas vibe through the windows. But this is a really easy way for you to document what you're doing with your dog, pop it into your Christmas cards, and get all of those travel-y holiday vibes. Reindeer Christmas cards are always fun to do, but if you're going to be doing this, I highly recommend attaching a piece of elastic underneath those reindeer antlers so that it stays on your dog's head more easily. Typically with reindeer antlers, they are big and heavy and they will tip off of your dog's head very easily while you're taking those photos. So sit your dog down, get them into the correct position, then put those reindeer antlers on and hold that treat behind the camera source so that you can get those photos as quickly as possible without making your dog uncomfortable. Then lean into the Santa, sleigh, midnight, snowy vibes inside of your cards. Red plaid always pops inside of Christmas cards, so if you have the opportunity, put a red plaid blanket down and lay down with your pup. Now, if you really want to elevate this, you and your dog can wear matching bandanas, shirts, jackets, sweaters, something that picks up on those red and black vibes. You can go all in on the plaid or just lean into one of those colors and pose with your dog outside on the blanket or even inside on your couch to really lean into those Christmassy vibes. Bonus points for lights in the background. If you really want to elevate your Christmas cards this year, put on a fancy outfit and go on location. This could be at the beach with the mountains in the background. You could go to a hotel and get really fancy backgrounds. I personally love to do this on the balcony of hotels because there's not a lot of space for my dogs to move. They can't go off the balcony, they can't go back into the room, so it's a condensed space for me to be able to film my content with my dogs and get that fancier look to the content I'm creating. Christmas definitely means sweater weather, so grab matching sweaters for you and your dogs and pose on your couch at home. You can go outside and pose. You can do this in the car. You can do this wherever you want, in front of a tree, with the lights, anything that kind of feels Christmassy. Lean heavily into whatever color sweater you are going to be wearing, and then use that in your border and in your script on your cards before you send them out. If you're fortunate enough to have snow that you can use in your Christmas cards, lean heavily into this and have a snow play day Christmas card. Wear complementary colors for you and your dog and go outside to play in the snow. You can pose by a snowman, you can hold a snowball to keep your dog's attention, or even throw your snowball at the camera lens, which is going to allow your dog to pay attention to where they should be looking inside of that photo. You want to make sure you're playing heavily into this and then use that snow inside of the Christmas card, especially with the words that you put on it, to play into that winter wonderland Christmas card. A Christmas tradition we love to see represented in Christmas cards is storybook reading. So grab a really great Christmas storybook and settle in with your dog to read for your photos. You can sit on the floor in front of the Christmas tree, cuddle up on the couch with a blanket, and your goal is to get your dog to either look at the pages of the book, which you can do by holding a treat inside of that book where the camera can't see it, or get your dog to look at you while you're pretending to read that story to them. Then you're going to want to lean heavily into this in the script on your card. 'Twas the night before Christmas, something like that is going to really elevate the look of those cards and lean into that classic Christmas tradition. Would you like a part 2 with even more ideas on Christmas cards you can do with your dogs this year? Let me know in the comments down below and follow along because last year we did 25 days of dog Christmas cards where I showed you step by step from photo shoot to Christmas card editing exactly how to detail up the cards that you're creating for your dogs this year. We'll see you in the next episode.